Hello, welcome back to another How to Bloke. Now today is my annual service on this machine here. I'm not a heating, cooling engineer, service man, technician or whatever. It's something I do as an owner of one of these. Now this one, I don't know if I'm saying it right, is a Haya. And it's got a freezer one side and a fridge the other. And this one is the one that doesn't frost up, you know, self-defrosting, and I've never seen any frost in it. So it's pretty good. It's a bit like a TARDIS in reverse, you know, you look at the big size on the outside and inside is a lot smaller because of this anti-defrosting thing. But it's quite a good machine. Anyway, we're not talking about this, the features and benefits of this particular make and model of cooler. We're going to talk about why I have to do the thing I do every year. What happens is that this year is not too bad, but I've noticed that the machine is running, this machine is running a bit more often than it should. Too often. And it's keeping the temperature all right, you've got a temperature control here, but it's doing that all right, but it's running a lot more than it should. Now you could say, well, it is summertime, but if I clean it out, it'll be all right again. So let me show you what the problem is. I don't do this every month, every year I do it. But let's have a look, see what's gone wrong. So if you come around here, camera lady person, you better see it better. What we're going to do is we're going to look at the back. I'm going to pull out this thing, pull out the power from it. There's no juice going to it at all. Right, now, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're looking at down here. Can you see that? Now, this is where it draws air in, and as you can see from that, it's pretty well blocked up. So we're going to clean that. Now, I found, I'm not telling you the way to do it, I'm just showing you how I do it. So beware that all machines are different, aren't they? So yours might be different if you want to try and do this thing, but that's got to come off. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this panel off here. See, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, possibly 8 screws to come out. And this panel here comes away. So I'm going to do that. And we're going to turn the camera off now, and I'll come back when that's done. Okay, there we go. Now I'm not going to fiddle around with any pipes or electrics or nothing like that. I'm just going to get rid of the flock, the fluff, the dust. So, now, excuse me, camera lady, I'm going to get my torch here. Now you can see here, look, there's a fan there. There's a fan there. There's also a griddle at the bottom there, but we're going to make sure it's not too bad this year. In fact, it was bad last year for some reason. But this is where the evaporator here, there's a fan there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the hoover and hoover it off, and I'll make sure that the electricity is off, of course, before you attempt to do anything. And I'm not going to touch any pipe work or anything like that, because it's just not worth it to break something. You're just trying to clean the dust out as best you can. Right, I'm going to turn the camera off now, and before I do that, no, that's it. So I'm going to clean it up. Right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Camera person, can you get down there a little bit more and just so that people can see what I've done. Now, I haven't cleaned it up 100% like new, the showroom kind of style, because it doesn't make a difference. All I do is clean off the worst of it. All right, the worst meaning perhaps 3/4 of it, you know, 2/3. Is that this area's got to breathe. You know, it's got to have a good supply of air. If it doesn't, the compressor, which is that, and the heat exchanger, they work extra hard. The fan, it just doesn't work as well. Now I know I mean, this is nowhere near as bad as it was last year, this time. I don't know why it was so bad, but maybe I forgot to do it for a time. Anyway, I know for a fact now that when I switch it on, after it's had time to cool down, the engine, this lot, is going to work a lot less, harder, you know. I won't be able to hear it in the middle of the night all the time when the fridge hasn't been open for hours and hours. So, you know, if you've got a fridge that doesn't have to be one of these things, of course, you've got a fridge freezer or something that's working really hard and it gets like hot. In other words, you think something's wrong, and check the ventilation of it. I would anyway. It's up to you. But now you can see that panel there is clean now, so it's got a better chance to. Wrong way around. It's got a better chance to cool down and get on and do its business as it should do. Now, what I haven't done, of course, I've been careful not to touch any cables or pipes or anything like that. You don't want to disturb that. A handy little thing I've got as well is this thing here. Let me show you this. This is not just for this job, but for another one. This thing here goes on the end of the Hoover, right? And it's got a little end like that, so you can get into the nooks, the crooks and nannies with that. No problem at all. So this is something that's only like less than $5, €5 or whatever, or even don't think it was even now. I think it was €2 from Amazon, I think. Anyway, now that water there I'm not going to bother with, because that now should evaporate. It's got some more air circulating, so that should evaporate like it should do. And so there we go. I could clean it out, but I can't be bothered. There's no point. So there we go. And I say this is a Haier H-A-I-E-R HRF 6631SB2 for those people who would want to know. I'll put a link in the description anyway. So if you've got one of these, it's an added bonus, isn't it? So anyway, I'm going to put this back together again, and we're back in a moment. Okay. So have a look. Show it down here, camera lady person. Right, I put the cover back on again. Screwed the cover back on again, and so at some point the missus can clear up this this floor here, but I've hoovered it, so that's my job. Anyway, let's do this. Put this fridge back. And then plug it in. Okay then, right. I think we're finished. Now, once this thing is cooled down again inside, I know from personal experience, it will be working less hard, less struggling. The motor won't be running as much as it used to. I mean, there are other reasons why you might have this problem with the engine where the motor keeps running. I mean, it could be a logic board, it could be several things, but it's something that I can do to check first if it's got loads of dust and flock in it, that I can sort out myself as a DIYer. Now, if it's anything, if I found that by clearing that dust and rubbish out, it didn't improve matters, then it would have to be a job for a fridge technician or something. So I'm just doing the best that I can do at my level of knowledge. So anyway, I hope you like the video, and if that sorts you out a little bit, then good. And thanks for watching How to Bloke. Anyway, I've got some recipes here, I've got some quick tips here, I've got some DIYs down here, and if you want to subscribe, it's down here. So until next time.